Hello folks, this is Steve AB4L. Nothing in this episode is a promotion nor is a recommendation. I want to show you something that caught my eye just a few minutes ago. So one of the places that I just scan, I like the news about hacking and stuff like that. It's called Dark Reading. And they have different sections on their home page. Latest world news. So we click this link here, and there's really just, we're interested in Middle East and Africa. Pro-Hamas cyber attackers aim malware at multiple Middle East targets. UAE to chair World Bank Cloud Computing Working Group. Iran-linked oil rig cyber attackers target Israel's critical infrastructure over and over. And then you can actually, you can read the articles. So some are editor's choice and some of them are just news items. The one that caught my eye is this one. Israeli company hires overseas attackers in hackback effort. Now, why would he do that? Because I suspect that the mass call-up of reservists, which cuts across all of employed Israel, so to speak, is still in effect. I can remember 50 years ago what it was like, because after the October War in 1973, during the ceasefire negotiations, half the reservists, like 150,000, something like that, were still in uniform and on duty. And it cuts into the available labor force for just everyday activity maintenance, like grocery stores, delivering milk, driving the buses. Israeli company hires overseas attackers. Pay attention to how Dark Reading words it. CEO of Saitaka, a company name, first time I'm going to ask Google search. Saitaka Home is an international sporting and positive cybersecurity community for awareness, sharing free support to protect everyone. I'm assuming they haven't been hacked and it will kill me to go there. Okay. About. Led by Doron Amir, that's a typical Israeli name, Israeli cyber entrepreneur promoting a global activity in the world for building bridges between various nations with the emphasis on encouraging high-tech education and employment in a wide range of sectors globally. Together with simulations of cyber cases and defense, we give the opportunity for programmers and cyber experts to prove information security skills no matter where they come from or where they're born. They didn't say improve. It may be that they certify you. I don't know. I'm not promoting anything, so you can apply. Contact. So it's like a cyber gaming channel or something. Well, the first time I'm looking. Okay, so that's their home page of the company they're talking about, this article. You get the general flavor? A CEO at an Israeli company has hired a network of offensive cyber hackers. You mean those people that already qualified to... You saw that they have people applying apparently in contests from all over the world in the past. Pay attention. A network of offensive cyber hackers from around the world to counter anti-Israeli online activity, meaning now, December 2023. Doron Amir, CEO of Cytaka, a cybersecurity awareness and... Now listen to how this article says things. A cybersecurity awareness and training firm said he recruited the hackers to target the distribution of misinformation and offensive cyber operations that fund terrorist organizations. Did you hear how the authors of this website said that? Sounds similar to what we read on that company's advertising page. Hang on. Next paragraph. In an interview with the Jerusalem Post. Now, when I was in Israel 50-some years ago, I read the Jerusalem Post because it was an English language newspaper almost every day. And after I returned to the United States, I had an airmail subscription to it for many years. Originally under the British Mandate of Palestine, which was from after the First World War up to 1948, it had been called the Palestine Post, if I remember correctly. And it was an English language newspaper. Now remember, under British supervision, there would be a place for the English language in not just Israel, but also Jordan, just as French was an important language in Lebanon and Syria because, go read history. In an interview with the Jerusalem Post, Amir said, while Israeli law restricts private cyber companies like his from attacking international cyber systems, he is leveraging attackers from other nations who are operating within legal frameworks. Now you can read the rest of the article as they regurgitate what it is they're supposedly doing. But those two paragraphs I just read, you can remember them, right? The tone and the vocabulary. I'm prepping you. Let's jump to the Jerusalem Post. Now, a few minutes ago, I clicked on this link, and bingo, right away I decided that I would be making this video. Can you read it? I'm not going to say it. Can you read it? There's one word difference between this headline and what we were just reading on Dark Reading. I want to make sure it's big enough for you to read. I'm looking down. This is the first time. Amir Doron is an Israeli entrepreneur. His expertise has been sought after by the Israeli police and the Economy and Industry Ministry. Additionally, he actively promotes collaboration between Israelis and hackers from a number of nearby countries, even operating from offices in this well-known mecca for Globus Research and Development. I don't know who's Globus Research and Development. See, I'm making this big enough that you can read it. First time I'm searching for it. Globus Research gets your talent secured where power and performance work together, fast funding, scale, challenge me, products, why us, contact, wait a minute. First time I'm looking at this. Unlimited budget for research and development programs for selected holders of over 150 IQ. I want to make that big enough for you to read. It's the first time I've been here. This is about us. Now, products, I have no idea who they are. I'm just smiling. Oh, there it is. Amir takes us back to 2010, a turning point in the cyber sector marked by the stuxnut computer virus. You know about that one, right? All I have to do is just stuxnet. Can you say Iran and centrifuges? Stuxnet is a malicious computer worm first uncovered in 2010 and thought to have been in development since 2005. Stuxnet targets supervisory control and data acquisition systems and is believed to be responsible for causing substantial damage to the nuclear program of Iran. Although this is the first time I'm kind of reading this in years. Somebody has revised this. Although neither country has openly admitted responsibility, that would be the U.S., I'm guessing, the United States and Israel. Openly admitted responsibility, multiple independent news organizations recognize Stuxnet as a cyber weapon built jointly by the United States and Israel in a collaborative effort known as Operation Olympic Games. This is the first time I'm reading this in many years. And, no, wait a minute, look. Collaborative effort known as Operation Olympic Games. Now, wait a minute. Let me make a connection here. See, my mind wanders, but I brainstorm it. Operation Olympic Games? Wait a minute. What were we reading about here? During the current war, Amir spearheaded the creation of a network of hackers from around the world, including certain kinds, to counter anti-Israeli activity. Their efforts target disinformation distribution, psychological warfare, and offensive cyber operations that fund terrorist organizations. And you can read the rest of the article. And you can see, if you read it, how they pick certain sentences to do the dark reading. Okay. So what I did was, just to remind you, I went to CyberTaka. Now keep in mind what we read here, the Operation Olympic Games. And we go to this website. And what they do is they run some kind of cyber Olympic Games. I didn't notice that before. Training program. Learn more. The company holds world championships and produces mobile applications to attract cyber world championships. Olympic Games. Excuse me, I'm laughing all the way through this. Okay, enough. Steve A. before you. Just having fun. Saying see you in 73.